Hey everybody, coming to you from Casa Full Tiny House here. We're still in Oklahoma. Going to be doing some traveling here before too long. But I just wanted to talk about Hurricane Ian. It is developing into a bad hurricane. So if you're in Florida, if you're in specifically the western edge, anywhere from like Cape Coral, even further, south Naples area, all the way up north of Tampa Bay and inward into central Florida, all of central Florida, even on the other side of Florida, on the Atlantic side and central, and then a little further north central Florida. You should be concerned because this is a major hurricane. A major hurricane, I believe, is considered a Category 3 or higher. They're saying now that it could be a Category 4 just as it reaches the western side of Florida there, in and around the Sarasota area, which I've been saying for like 4 or 5 days now. That's what I'm thinking, because the European model was showing it going pretty much right through Sarasota, and then it kind of moved it up closer to Tampa Bay. Now it's moved it down kind of actually south of Tampa Bay, I believe, almost in the Inglewood area. And this is all on the Gulf side of Florida, the Gulf of Mexico side. So it is not something that you think, well, let's just ride it out. And especially if you're closer to the coast, there's going to be tons and tons of rain falling with this system. They're now saying in the higher areas up to 24 inches of rainfall, within those 2 days that it's going to move across that area. And that's going to pose a lot of flash flooding problems. Also with hurricanes, you do get quick spin-ups of tornadoes. They are, smaller end type tornadoes, but fast-moving, quick spin-ups can do a lot of damage. And you just really need to take your precautions and evacuate if you possibly can. If you're able to move much further south. I mean, I don't know, south really is looking like a bad idea right now, because like I said, with the spin-ups of tornadoes and everything, they've already had tornado warnings in southern Florida, and they're getting hit hard down in southern Florida. The Keys are getting hit pretty hard with bands of storms and rain moving through over and over and over. And the hurricane's going to pass east of the Keys. They're going to miss the main part of the tornado, thank goodness. Not tornado. I've always got tornadoes in my head. So, being from Oklahoma, what do you expect? But the main part of the hurricane is going to pass way out west of the Keys, and then move. It's going north now, and then it's going to make that turn east over towards those areas, Sarasota and down. It could even the eye could cross closer to Tampa Bay. But really, the areas that are going to get hit hard, if they're in that northeast quadrant of the hurricane, the area where all of the water gets pushed in off the Gulf into the Bay. If it does that at Tampa Bay, that's going to be a big time problem. Now, down in Port Charlotte, there's is it Charlotte Bay? I've forgotten what they call that. The bay down there that you cross from Punta Gorda up to Port Charlotte. But the bay there, it's going to be bad news if the eye comes in across Inglewood, that in Sarasota area. That means those higher winds and that storm surge is going to get really pushed up into the bay there. Near Port Charlotte and Punta Gorda, and that area is going to get hit really hard. Northport's going to get hit really hard if that happens, And that's the area we were staying in, and near Northport and between Northport and kind of Port Charlotte area is going to get hit pretty hard, and it's just going to be devastating. So if you're in those areas, take precautions, try to evacuate if you can. Right now, I know it's crazy there. I'm sure I've seen it, the videos of people filling up their fuel tanks in their vehicles, and people are scrambling to get out of there. And if you can't get out of there, hopefully you can find some good shelter, high shelter. Like I said, there's going to be flooding in a lot of areas. So, all right, well, that's all for now. Praying for all of you that are there. I know several people that are there, and those particular areas where it looks like it's going to hit. So everybody take care, and I will give you another video update, whatever, later tonight, tomorrow sometime, when they come out with some more information, which they do several times a day. There's a couple of full updates, and then there's like some partial updates that they do. So throughout the day, the National Hurricane Center does that. All right, take care. See you next time.